What's the big bald bloke's name again?
Jordan!
Over the little bloke?
Shane Hill.
Yep, he shoots. 2 points.
3 points.
3 points then, Shane Hill. Well done. Well done. Good shot. You looking forward to seeing your dad again, are you?
A year's a long time. I just want him home.
Well, I hope you said that in your letters. What did you say to your mum, Danny? Danny?
I, said she wants him back too.
Hey.
Here he comes! Dad!
Hey, Danny. You grown, mate?
I missed you.
Me too, mate. Me too. Hey, Nick.
You brought your guns with you? I'd like to take a look at them.
You know me, mate. It's all legal and above board.
Dad, did you buy me that 22?
Oh, no, sorry, mate. You're too young. Especially now you're in town with your mum, eh?
You got 2 here which are prohibited under new legislation. You can collect them now if you want.
Nick, I'm a professional shooter, and the amnesty period's still running, isn't it? I mean, I'll hand them in. Just don't rush me, yeah? Trust me. I'm a changed man, Nick. Even gave up the grog.
Put a few publicans out of business.
Come on, Dad. I'll show you where Mum's living now.
Hey, you're late.
You're short.
20 minutes late, as a matter of fact. Not a very good example from a senior colleague.
Yes, we are always going about proactive policing. I've just been doing so.
Oh, well, who's the lucky barman?
No. It's Danny Thompson. He's one of the kids who play basketball. I just took him to see his dad.
Oh, Shane Thompson. Thank you.
Yep.
I thought you got him a job up in New South Wales.
Yeah, well, there's no law against him coming out and see his family, is there?
There's a law against him terrorising his wife and kids.
He's not terrorise anyone.
I hope you're right.
He's a changed man.
Not according to his wife's neighbours. He's outside her place bashing the door down.
What's going on, Shane?
It's not me, mate. It's her. She won't let me in. Yeah, I've got a right to see my own kids, haven't I?
Do you want me to knock?
Yeah. You right, Danny?
Mrs. Thompson? It's Constable McKinley from the Mount Thomas Police.
Cass, how's my girl? Hi, Jenny.
It's not a good time, Shane.
Jenny, I drove all night to get here.
You heard what the lady said.
Who the hell are you?
Hang on.
Jenny?
Hang on.
No, I want to know who the hell that is! Get off me! I drove all night to get home and she's got some bloke in there. I mean, what's going on?
You don't want any trouble, all right? You don't want any trouble. So you calm yourself down and I'll find you a place to stay and you can work things out, all right?
I should go back and drag him outside.
Shut up. You do that, you get charged.
She's my wife.
You're separated, aren't you?
Only because we lost the farm. We would have been fine if the bloody banks hadn't foreclosed on us.
It's rubbish, Shane. I mean, you can be a bit of a pig to live with. You've got a temper.
Just lost the plot for a while. I mean, who wouldn't?
Shane, your family's frightened of you.
No, they weren't.
Oh, yes, they are, mate, and for good reason, too. You want them back, you got to stop doing your block.
Yeah. Look, Nick, thanks for organising everything.
Oh, that's all right.
No, I owe you. It was a mess the last time you saw me. Don't know how I would have coped without that job. Tanny's letters. He sort of let me think that she was looking forward to seeing me too.
Yes, but you can't blame the boy for that. It's wishful thinking.
He's not the only one.
Well, you won't be needing those things, will you?
Hey?
Your guns. So I'll take care of the key for you.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Nothing happened, really.
Really? According to McKinley, he reacted very angrily to his wife's new boyfriend.
Well, it's pretty understandable. I mean, you should check out the boyfriend. It's a bit of a shock.
But he didn't assault her.
No, he didn't lay a hand on her.
Because you were there to stop him.
No.
You showed him the road out of town, I hope.
No, he He wants to stick around and try and
He
sort
hasn't
things
booked
out.
into the pub, has he? That's asking for trouble.
No, he's going to stay with me for a while.
The police residence?
Eh?
You think it's wise asking members of the public to stay?
He's a friend.
Oh, since when?
Is that all?
So you didn't actually see him take it?
No, not exactly, but he was watching me. He's always around the gun club. He used to go shooting there with his dad.
Hey, Nick.
What?
Do you coach the Thompson boy?
Yep.
Zoe thinks that he might have taken her pistol.
He was hanging around by my car.
You left your pistol in your car.
Yeah, well, my pager went off. I put the gun in the glove box. I went back into the gun club to call in.
And you left your car unlocked, did you? Thank you.
No, I locked it.
So you're saying he broke in?
Could have been the central locking. It's been a bit dodgy.
So you didn't see him take it, did you?
No, but when I came out, it was gone, and so was Danny.
Better talk to him.
Could have been anyone.
Perhaps he saw who did take it. Just talk to him, will you?
Dan? You going to answer the questions?
What can he say? He didn't do it.
Just let us do the talking, please, Mr. Thompson.
Why did you run off this morning?
They started again. I didn't want to listen to that.
This is your mum and dad. It's not much fun when your mum and dad blue, is it? You don't feel like you can do very much, you know. You feel helpless, frustrated, don't you? But there's some people, mate, when they've got a gun in their hands, they don't feel helpless or frustrated. They think people will listen to them. They've got a bit of power. Do you feel like that?
Interview suspended at 11:23 for Sergeant Croydon to speak to Constable McKinley.
Boss, Danny's mother's here.
Right.
Sergeant Croydon,
shouldn't
shouldn't
I
I
be
be here when you question my son?
By law, one parent should be present, and as you were out and Mr. Thompson was here anyway...
I'm still his father.
Yeah, and I'm his mother, the one that's been looking after him.
It's all under control, Jenny.
Mrs. Thompson...
See, nothing like this ever happens until you come back.
And find some guy in bed with you.
I was not in bed with him.
No, not at that particular moment. How do you think it makes him feel seeing his mother on heat?
All right, that's enough.
Who took responsibility for the kids, Shane? Tell me who. When you got drunk and couldn't hack it.
I have been sending money regular as clockwork.
And who's been here every day and night? I never had the luxury of going off somewhere to find
please.
myself.
Mum, Dad, don't! Shut up! I took it, okay? It's under my bed.
It's amazing what you find under a mattress these days.
Stealing firearms is a very serious offence, you realise that?
Danny?
Yeah, I know.
If I was satisfied that this wasn't going to happen again, I do have the discretion just to issue a caution.
We won't be doing it again, will you, son?
Oh, you keep out of this. If you hadn't fed his obsession with guns in the first place, we
Well,
wouldn't
that'd be right.
here.
It's my fault you cuddled up to some bloody stranger in front of him. That's why he ran off.
Mr. Thompson, Mrs. Thompson, enough, thank you. McKinley, show Danny through to the interview room, please.
Come on, Nanny.
Mrs. Thompson, would you like to be present while I issue this caution?
Why not me?
Because I don't want you in there. In fact, I want you to stay away from Danny for good.
Mrs. Thompson, I don't think you're being quite fair to your husband. He doesn't want the boy to have guns either.
I don't care what you think. You're almost as responsible for this as he is. How dare you pass secret letters between Shane and my
Well, they're
son?
hardly secret.
And why was he hiding them then?
Ask your boy.
What gives you the right to side with him behind my back?
Mrs. Thompson, your husband wasn't sure where he'd be. I organised for him to pick up the odd letter from police stations out west.
So you could turn him against me.
No, Mrs. Thompson.
Mrs. Thompson, can I see those, please? Galargambar. Cobar. Lightning Ridge.
Yeah, well, he gets around a bit.
He's done more miles than Bergen Wills.
I was just trying to keep them in touch. He sent me the letters and I passed them on to the boy at basketball training.
This is a police station, Nick, not a mobile post office.
I just passed on a few letters.
Get behind his mother's back.
Well, I still think I do the right thing.
Yeah, I still think you should have taken out an intervention order in the first place.
Oh, this is something you've never done, though, isn't it? It's trying to help somebody out. I mean, what did he do? He just put a few holes in his front door. Now, when he lost that farm, he lost everything he had. You saw what he was like when we brought him in. He was desperate. He broke dead. He cried.
He just helped him.
Hey, I just rang up a mate of mine who's a copper in New South Wales. He needs some graziers, he needs some ruse culled. It's 2 phone calls.
This bloke makes his living as a shooter. Where are his weapons?
He's brought them with him. They're locked in the gun cabinet and I've got the key.
I hope you've thought this through. I mean, what if he goes mad and hurts somebody?
Well, he hasn't yet.
Checking up on me, are you?
Oh, yeah? Why'd I do that, do you reckon?
You tell me. Reckon your boss had it in for me?
Oh, you don't want to worry about him, mate. He's an old copper. He's paid to be suspicious.
I reckon Janet had him wound round a little pinky.
No. That's, it's because Danny lives with Janet, so, you know, it's understandable he'd ask her to witness his caution.
It's over now, mate. I'm not arguing about it. How do I look? Pretty flash?
You're going out somewhere, are you?
I'm going to get my wife back.
What does that mean?
What it sounds like.
You're not going to do anything stupid, are you?
I gave you my word. I just want to talk to her.
About what?
Our lives. Our marriage. We got 2 kids. Just want to talk to her, Nick. Either you trust me, or you don't.
Say it! I told you! Say it! Police, get up! Stand back, please! You won't hassle her again, will you? You come here! You're under arrest!
You can tell your story down the station. Give me your word, and the next thing I know, I'm going to fight with the bloke.
Nick, listen, I didn't...
Shut up! You gave me your word, and you go out and attack him.
No, I didn't attack
Shane,
him.
I pulled that bloke off you in the pub.
I might have been in the pub, but I didn't touch a drop. And I didn't start that fight either.
Oh, so he just picked her right out of the blue, did he?
Do you want to hear what happened or what?
There you go, I'm listening.
Like I said, I went round to Janet's house to try and sort a few things out. I thought, if I could just talk to her...
Why, she wouldn't talk to you?
She wasn't there. So I drove around a few pawn places around town looking for her.
And you wound up at the pub?
I was driving past and I saw that yank tank of his parked outside. I thought he might have been in there with Janet. But he wasn't.
And he marches up and grabs me.
And you'd done nothing to provoke him?
No way. 1 second I'm minding my own business. Next second he's yelling at me.
You remember what he said?
Yeah, he threatened me. Ordered me to stay away from Janet.
What did you do?
Well, I tried to be reasonable. There's only so much you can take.
And when you were literally piled on top of him...
He only saw the end of it. I tried to warn him off. That's all.
Sounds like a bit more than a warning to me.
I'm allowed to protect myself, aren't I?
Within limits, Mr. Corrigan.
I don't get physical unless I have to, but Janet and the kids, they're important to me, and Yaddy's chance.
How long do you plan to stay in Mount Thomas?
Well, I move around a fair bit. Do the bigger country shows.
What do you do?
I'm an entertainer. Colt Corrigan. You must have heard of me. I do a sharpshooting act.
Sharpshooting with guns?
I use stock whips too. Quick draw stuff against the clock, gun juggling, that sort of thing. Give you a couple of comps if you like.
No, thanks, all the same.
Bastard told me to keep away from Janet. I mean, get that, will you? Him warning me off. Who do you think he is? She's my wife.
Take it easy.
Take it easy? He king hit me. I just wanted to talk to her, you know?
When she wasn't in the pub, you should have just walked away from it.
Yeah, I know. If she only knew how much I loved it.
I don't think she feels the same way.
You don't know her?
Shane.
No, seriously. Deep down, I reckon she wants us all back together again. If I could just get her alone, she would see we ought to be together.
Colt wasn't to blame for this.
What do you know about this, Mrs. Thompson?
Oh, I know him, and he would never have started it. If you take away his guns, he won't be able to make a living.
Well, no one's saying anything about confiscating any weapons.
If he doesn't learn to control his temper, he's going to have to find a new way of making a living.
It wasn't his fault.
There are usually 2 sides to these things.
Oh, yeah, it's my fault. I should have talked to Shane and made him understand. Maybe this would never have happened.
Mrs. Thompson, no one's to blame here. I'm sure you're doing your best in a very awkward situation. And you said yourself you should have talked to Shane. It's not too late. I know he wants to talk to you. Well, you said you wanted a chance to talk to your wife. Here it is.
Shane.
Jenny? You've got to stop meeting like this, eh?
I'll take a seat, Mrs. Thompson.
Well, you looking good?
Am I? I'm not feeling very good.
No, I'm not feeling that crash up myself. I miss you, Jenny. I miss you like crazy.
We can't go back.
No, not to the farm. I know that. I blew that. But I keep on remembering how we were, you know, when you were pregnant with Cassie, and we'd go down to the river, remember? And you float around with that old tractor tube.
Shane, That was 1 or 2 days. Most of the time it was just sheer bloody hard work. Never getting it all done, doing without stuff. Trying to make payments.
But it was our dream.
Your dream, Shane. Yours. See, you never asked me. I'll work now and I get paid. I'm happier in town than I ever was on the farm.
Oh, all right, we'll go somewhere else. We could go anywhere.
I don't want to go anywhere else. I like it here.
In town, then. I can hack it. We'll find a bigger place and...
No, Shane.
But we could try. For the kids' sake, we could try, couldn't we? Just give it 6 months.
Shane, it's over.
Not for me, it isn't.
I know it and you know it. You just won't admit it.
What's that?
Boss gave it to me last place I worked. Strictly medicinal. I said I was off the grog.
You still accepted it, though, didn't you?
I haven't opened it, have I? Even if I was a bit tempted.
It's the same pattern. You have a bit of strife, hit the grog and you have a blue.
They're my kids.
Well, maybe you should help them out by getting some work. You said they were offering you more work in New South Wales. Maybe you should accept that.
Maybe I've lost Jenny. Maybe I have to accept that. But I am not losing my kids. I'll find some work around here.
I think that'll create more problems than it solves.
I'm their father. I should be here. Especially for Danny, eh? Look, don't worry. I'm not going to blow it again. Here. Take it. Keep it. I don't need it.
You telling me how to run my business?
No, I'm not telling you how to run your business. I just don't think you should serve Shane Thompson, that's all.
Do you know?
Yep.
Well, you don't have to worry, he's barred. Do you think I need more scenes like yesterday?
What about, our friend Corrigan?
Well, luckily, Mr. Corrigan's asked me to make up his bill.
He's leaving town, is he?
Tells me he's got shows to do.
Look at that, he's excited for you.
I thought I might pin it up on the dartboard. Looks a lot happier than Shane Thompson, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, I guess he would.
Must be awful to lose your wife and kids. Anyway, I'll better deliver this.
Now, this one here, I used to be cigarette gang.
What's that?
I shoot a cigarette out of my assistant's mouth.
It must be a fantastic shot.
Well, it did take plenty of practice, Danny. This is my Colt 45, my trademark.
Can I hold it, please?
All right, I'll just check it first, okay?
What do you think you're doing?
It's okay, they're all legal.
Not all over the bed, they're not, and with a kid in the room. Look, I want them and you out of here now.
Yeah, thanks, Nick.
Cheers, Len. Good man.
Finished your shift already?
No, I had an RDO, actually.
Yeah, I was just down the station. Dash told me I might find you here.
Oh, right.
I just picked up my pistol. I thought I'd thank you for getting it back.
Oh, no, that's all right. All part of the job.
Well, at least let me buy you that drink I'm always promising you.
No, there's no need for that. I'll, call the station.
You stupid kid. You could have shot someone.
What the hell did you think you were doing?
Chris!
In here!
Drop the gun.
Wait, it wasn't me.
Give me a gun!
Steady on!
Who's going to pay for my ceiling?
It was an accident.
Then you shouldn't have given the gun to the kid in the first place.
It wasn't his fault. He thought it was unloaded. We
You let
both
that
did.
boy have a loaded gun.
I didn't know it was loaded.
I'll pay for the damage, all right?
That's not good enough, mate. You and your guns are coming out of the station.
Listen, I've done this act all over the country, and I've never had a problem. Never.
Well, you have now, haven't you? Why was the gun loaded?
I was about to check it when the publican walked in. Young Danny must have picked it up when I was dealing with her.
That doesn't tell me why the gun was loaded in the first place.
Look, I was practicing my cigarette gag this morning, all right? I always check the gun when I'm finished. Must have missed around this morning.
I'll have to see licences married to each and every gun in your possession, Mr. Corrigan.
Yeah, well, that's a bit difficult. All my records are in Roma. Up in Queensland.
Gee, Colt. Didn't you know you had to carry them on your person at all times? Adam, can you get onto the DFO up in Roma and get them to fax us copies of Mr. Corrigan's gun licences, please?
Yeah, righto.
What's going on?
I've been bloody victimised, that's what's going
He's
on.
whinging because I've taken his guns off.
Bull. I'm whinging because of the one-eyed treatment I'm copping from this bloke.
Shut up.
Nick.
Well, he's got Janet's ex staying with him. What am I supposed to think?
Think whatever you want, mate.
Nick. Cooper, get this stuff locked away, will you? Has he got a point or not?
Don't be stupid. The point is he's in breach of legislation.
You're all right, all right. But you must see how it looks like you're carrying out some personal vendetta.
That gun of his was loaded. That boy had it. Someone could have been killed.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to get you in any trouble.
That's all right, mate.
okay.
We'll make a sharpshooter out of you yet, eh?
Sure.
Nick, I'm still waiting for an answer from the DFO in Roma.
Thanks, mate.
Bye-bye. I think that's Mrs. Thompson. She's on her way down.
Danny, come with me.
Why? What's going on?
There's someone you should talk to.
Danny, you don't realise how lucky you are. Now, I know you don't want to hear this, but I knew a kid once. He shot his brother by accident. He never got over it.
You see, you should listen to your dad, Danny. He's a professional shooter.
What about you? Why do you wear a gun?
Well, you know, in case I need it for protection.
Well, that's why I want one. You promised me a 22.
No, you're too young.
Colt doesn't think so. He doesn't want to stop me. He says he'll teach me.
No, don't listen to him.
Why not? At least he sticks around.
Don't talk to me like
It
that.
doesn't matter anyway. Why don't you just go away again? We don't need
No,
you.
Danny, listen.
Shane, stop it. Don't you dare.
Janet.
Danny, come here.
No, Janet, you don't understand. I was just trying to get through to him.
Oh, I understand, all right. First you walk out on us, then you
No,
come...
to get a job. But that's over now. I'm moving back to help with the kids.
Fine, you move back. We won't be here. I'm leaving. I'm taking the kids.
You can't do that. Where are you going?
Colt's been asking me to move to Queensland with him. I've decided to go. Come on, Danny.
Janny?
Are we all fixed up, are we?
Until I've read all the statements and the incident report, I won't be making any decision.
Can I be straight with you?
Throw caution to the wind, Mr. Corrigan.
I think Senior Constable Schultz has it in for me.
Is this an official complaint?
Would it do any good?
I'd be very careful if I were you, Mr. Corrigan.
I just want a fair hearing.
Well, we still haven't heard from Roma. Until then, until I write my report, your guns stay right where they are.
Fine. Sergeant, this is my livelihood we're talking about. Do you really think it's fair to keep my guns away from me? Just because a cop's protecting a mate?
I'm not giving up my kids.
Well, you won't have any choice, because courts won't grant you access. They don't like violent fathers, but if you're sending them money, you're looking after them.
You want me to put myself in the hands of some bloody court?
Yeah, it's the only hope you've got.
Yeah. Maybe you're right.
I know I'm right. I'm also very hungry. I'm going to get some takeaway. Do something to eat?
Yeah. Make it Chinese, you got me.
Shane, I've told you, you're barred.
Come on, Chris. Just one drink, that's all.
Carla might serve drunks, I don't.
Carla. She turned her back on me. Chucked me out. They all chucked me out.
Thought I might find you propping up a bar somewhere.
Just a little drink before dinner. Hey, have one with me.
No, thanks, mate. You've got to be going.
Going?
Yes. Remember Ernie Rudge? He's got a semi heading up north. You're going with him.
What about my truck?
It's in the back of Ernie's semi.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Yeah, my guns.
I'll send the guns after you.
I love her, Nick.
I know you do, mate. Yes, beautiful. Very nice. Hello?
Hi, it's just me.
What can I do for you?
Just wondering if this was yours.
Yep.
Left it on the bar. It must have fallen out of your wallet.
Yeah. Wife and a kid.
They look really nice.
They were. Jennifer. And young Zoe.
Well, you got good taste in names.
Oh, had nothing to do with me. Jennifer chose that one. I wanted to call her Blodwin. It's just a joke, I mean. Blodwin.
Well, I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, okay. Hey, thanks for bringing the photo back, Zoe.
You used to play football, didn't you?
Eh?
Were you always this evasive on the field?
Oh, my word, until my knee went, they couldn't lay a hand on me. Here he is, 11 minutes late, a fine example for his troops.
You ought to talk, turning the police residence into a halfway house for drunks.
Not anymore.
I noticed the truck was gone. Where's Thompson staying now?
Well, let's just say the problem's been resolved.
Really? What's going on here?
Hey, we've heard from the long-lost DFO.
About time, too.
Why'd they take so long getting back to us?
He's bogged out in the mulga. That's what he told me.
Are all Colt's handguns here?
Oh, there's 5 of them, yeah.
There's 6 on the list. There's one missing.
I can't be. I brought them all in.
Well, there's no Smith & Wesson Model 19 here, is there?
Could you have missed one, Nick?
I only brought the ones that were in the box. You can have another gun somewhere.
Well, we ought to check it out.
Right, yeah.
But not you, Cooper and McKinley.
What do you mean?
Corrigan's already threatening action against you. I don't want you anywhere near him. Pop these up again, man.
Mrs. Thompson? Mrs. Thompson? Mrs. Thompson, mind if we have a word?
Get your hands up! Hands up! Don't let me shoot you, because I will if you make me.
All right, Shane, take it easy.
Move! Move down!
All right, just calm down.
Come on, Shane, mate, this is in the way, you know. Just talk about it.
No, I'll talk, and you listen. Move aside! Go on! You wanted this, Janet. You pushed, and you pushed, and you pushed until it came to this. Didn't you?
Shane, please don't.
Shane.
Shut up! All those years I loved you, and you threw it in my face. I gave you everything I had. But you are not taking my kids. Danny, get their guns. Come on!
You take our guns and you're going to make it worse for yourself.
Quick, Danny, do it. And their car keys. You don't want them following, eh? I warned him, didn't I? I gave him fair warning. Don't push me, I said, because I am entitled. I am bloody entitled.
Oh, Shane,
Just calm down, Mrs. Thompson.
Kids, go and get in the car. Quick! Cassie, go on!
Cassie, get your pin
Yeah,
back.
Shane, think.
Don't forget your toy.
It's not over yet. Now, the best thing for you to do is hand
Shut
over
up!
your weapon.
Kids, go on! In the truck, quick! Anyone follows, and I'll shoot. No one is taking my kids off of me.
Casey, it's National 308. We need an ambulance urgently.
Well, that's just how it happened.
We didn't know that he was even there, boss.
You should have checked before you went inside.
Boss, we saw Mrs. Thompson in the back room.
He was in the front room and came down the passage and took us by surprise.
Yes, well, you're going to have to explain how you came to lose your weapons to Inspector Drake. Go back to the station and draw a placement. Are you ready to come down to the station and make a statement, Mrs. Thompson?
Oh, my God. He's not going to hurt them, is he?
Let's not panic. He's their father. What reason has he got to hurt them?
Oh, God, I want to believe that, but I don't know.
Boss? The reinforcements have arrived from St David's. The SAG standing by.
What about Corrigan? Be hurt in the hospital?
Oh, they're still operating on him. It's too early to tell yet.
You're the one that helped him. You tell me, will you promise me you won't hurt my children?
Mrs. Thompson.
Will you promise me?
Thompson.
Will you promise me?
Talk to Mrs. Thompson about who he might go to, old friends, anything, anywhere he might lie low for a while.
What do you reckon? Would he harm his own kids?
God knows.
Well, he pointed a gun at my head.
We tracked down your mate Ernie Rudge. Shane talked him into giving his vehicle back.
Shane Thompson's gone to his farm. He was always going on about it.
Well, do you know where it is?
It's an old ridge road, 15k past the crossing.
Right, McKinley, you and Cooper.
Let me talk to him.
No, I want you to stay here.
I know him. I can talk to him.
If you'd have talked to him in the first place, this might have been
All
avoided.
right, mate, if that's what you reckon.
You just stay here and calm down. I don't need any more loose cannons out there. Come on, you two, get moving.
Can I fetch you a coffee or something, Mrs. Thompson?
Can you find out how cold he is, please?
He's still unconscious, but he's stable.
I blame you for this. You tried to turn my son against me.
No, I didn't, Mrs. Thompson.
You brought Shane back here.
I was just trying to help.
You helped all right. You helped him shoot Colt. Helped him take my children.
We'll fix it.
It's a bit late for that, isn't it? Oh, I hope to God you're proud of yourself. There are men that, if they can't have their families...
The place is deserted. Doesn't look like there's been anyone here for years.
What about the truck?
Any sign of Thompson's
The truck's
vehicle?
vehicle.
No, boss. We've asked the nearest neighbour too, but he hasn't seen any activity at all.
He's out there.
We've checked everything out, no tracks anywhere.
Mrs. Thompson says there's a shearing shed up this track about 10 k's from Ridge Road. Apparently used to camp out there quite a bit.
Okay, boss, we'll check it out on the way back.
Be careful.
All right, Sogs are on the way.
Let me go to the farm.
They have just searched the place.
Did he talk about any other place?
He only ever talked about the farm. He's got to be there.
Well, he is not there, so he's got to be somewhere else. Why don't you go back to your place and check amongst the stuff he left behind?
Yeah, all right.
See if you can find a clue as to where he might be.
Hey, Nick. How's it going?
Fantastic. Fantastic. Shane Thompson came in here, he broke the lock of the case, he's taken his weapons, he's taken his ammunition. He's got to be at the farm. There's nowhere else he can be.
Well, what are we waiting for then?
Hey?
I said, what are we waiting for?
No sightings?
Maybe they headed back to New South Wales. Where are Nick and Zoe going?
Nick and Zoe?
We just saw them heading off in the patrol car.
Bloody Nick, all the pig-headed, stubborn, stupid... Mount Thomas Station to Mount Thomas 208.
Hey, perhaps you should call in.
No. No, you call in. If there's any trouble, you call Tom on that radio. Otherwise, you stay here.
About us.
Don't worry about that, Danny. We'll be fine. Cassie. You love it here. Remember how you played here while I was at work?
Shane? It's Nick. Mate, I just want to have a word with you.
Cassie!
Nick!
Let the boy go, will you? Hey, come on, mate. Don't do anything silly. It's all over now.
Look at this place. All still here like we left it. Bloody Banks couldn't even sell it, just left it rotting here. Friggin' vandals made me walk away from it.
Shane, Max Corrigan's not dead, so I reckon if we just have a chat about this, we'll be able to work something out.
If they'd just let us stay, I could have worked this place. I could have worked our way out of debt. But no bastard gives you the chance! Look at it! Just going to waste drives me crazy just to look at it.
Shane, let your boy go.
Dad, please.
It's too late. It's too late.
No, it's not, mate.
Everything's gone sour on me. But they are not taking my kids away. Now you put down your gun.
You're all right, mate. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here you go. Now, mate, it's on the floor. Now you put your weapon down.
You know I can't do that.
I know you could have killed Corrigan and you didn't. Because you're too good a shot. It's going to go in your favour.
I should have killed him.
But you didn't, mate, and that's the thing. You're not a killer. That's why you're not going to kill me.
Don't make me! Stand back! Don't make me! Danny!
Not the boy. The boy.
Dad! Put down your rifle!
Yeah, you don't want that, son. Put it down.
I've got a gun, Dad. You have to do what I say.
You do what you're told, boy!
Danny, put it away.
Danny! Put it down! Put it down! No! Nick? Danny, you didn't mean it. You didn't mean to do it. It was an accident. It's my fault. It's all my fault. It's not yours at all.
Shane. Nick, give me the gun. Give me the gun. Give it to me.
Sorry, Nick.
Nick!
Where were you hit?
There. In your stomach.
There's powder burns, there's no blood.
Hey?
You're not bleeding.
What do you mean?
There's no blood, Nick, you're not bleeding.
It's Corrigan's trick gun. He shot me with a blank. He shot me with a blank.
Hey, you're gonna be alright.
Hey?
You're gonna be alright.
I was defending my rights.
Save it for the jury. I doubt they'll be any more impressed than I am.
You blokes, the law and the courts. You got it all stacked up against a man, haven't you?
Shane Winston Thompson.
Nick?
I intend
Mate?
interviewing you over the attempted murder of Maxwell Henry Corrigan.
Constable Schultz.
No.
Thank you.
Oh, that's all right, Mrs. Thompson.
Janet.
Janet. I'll see you at basketball training.
Sorry, Nick.
That's all right.
I just wanted to protect
Yes, mate,
myself.
I know you want to protect yourself. You thought if you had a gun in your hand, people would listen to you, and you... It didn't work out like that.
I didn't mean to shoot you.
That's what guns are for.
You endangered your colleagues' lives and your own. It was extremely poor judgment. Why didn't you call in?
You'd have told me to wait.
So you put the kids at risk and you put yourself at risk as well.
I did.
You're a pig-headed mongrel.
Yep.
By rights, I should give you an official admonishment.
At least.
Well, if it happens again, I will do worse than that. I won't have it with this station, understood?
You're the sergeant.
That's right, and don't you forget it.
Nick? You alright?
Hey, Sean. I think I'm in shock.
Well, I've got something for that.
It's good for shock, is it?
Yep. It's good for burns. It's good for shock.
Mm. Who's Alan?
Just relax, okay?
Mm. Oh! 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 Oh, that.
Just trust me, okay? I'm a doctor.
Mm.
How's that feel?
That's all right.